get on into it. It's the grand finals between Shopify Rebellion's Byun of this ESL Weekly Open Cup 800 USD prize pool. Bunch of EPT points for the ESL Pro Tour to see who gets to the World Championships. On the line between him and Good Game Gaming's Dream. Dream, one of my favorite players who's very good at TvT. There's a reason I had this guy on my team in the War Chest Team League. He is a beast. But he's not SCV scouting this game, and that can get you in trouble potentially. Let's see. He started the factory. He's pulled off gas. So he's going to drop a command center at about 2 minutes 20. And Byun has opened up with the double Rax Reaper. So he's going to attack with 3 Reapers, and they get across the map pretty quickly on this map. So good chance he kills the SCV. If Dream loses his first Reaper pretty quickly, he's in big doo-doo. Now, I don't know exactly what build he's doing. It looks like he's going to pull home with that Reaper. He's not going to be aggressive with it, which could be good. It could be bad. It means he won't see this Reaper coming in, and Byun's not going to waste any time, dude. Yep, that command center starts. Reaper runs in. Oh, the Reaper of Dream way out of position. Oh, Byun being way too cautious. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to throw the Reaper away because then he gives up the advantage. That actually makes sense. That's not way too cautious. He could have got it, but what are the chances that Dream's Reaper was all the way up there? Very low. Most players will have their Reaper just on the high ground. And here we go. Reaper versus Reaper. Byun. Oh, Byun messed up his micro. Byun messed up his micro. Uh-oh, he bounces his own Reaper and runs away. Dream's laughing at him right now. He's like, lol, lol, lol. Byun's like, oh yeah? What's that? Smile now, dickhead. 2v1. 2v1. And he gets it. Oh, Dream turning a tight corner. It drops a question mark. Oh, shit. Dream's like, oh, what, you fucking try hard? And actually, he's built 4 Reapers, 5 Reapers, 6 Reapers. He's still building Reapers. Oh my god, Byun's going ham. Most people build just 3 Reapers. Occasionally, you'll see someone build 5. Remember, he's lost one, guys. He's already got 4 on the field, which means he's built 5 and a 6th on the way. He's actually going ham on this. Gets the SCV on that command center. Remember, it's a big commitment. His own command center is only now catching up in terms of how far along it is. Oh, the Hellion pulling behind the wall. And the Marine pops out. Oh, he gets the Hellion! Byun! Byun says, oh, hello! I'm sorry, do you like Micro? Micro is my middle name. I was born in Micro. I know you're pretty good at this game, Dream, but I am neck level. And when I say neck level, I mean you're going to want to neck yourself after you realize how much better I am with my Reaper Micro. Dream's like, that was fucking lame. I have a Cyclone. Get out of my base. And if you come back in, I'm going to take some good trades. This is an overextension from Byun. Oh, the Hellion didn't quite pull out of vision to break the lock on. Overextension from Byun. And Dream getting a bit of revenge. He does knock the SCV off the command center, but Dream kills every unit. A new SCV was already rallying down. Tail end of that fight, way too cocky for Byun. And he should have backed off. He knew there was a Cyclone out. Going in with 3 Reapers and a Hellion versus a Cyclone, a couple Marines. Not a good choice. If you catch the Cyclone completely unsupported, definitely a good fight. If you can just stutter step on top of it, don't let it escape. But definitely a little overeager. And for a man who's already committed to 8 Reapers in this game, he's going to send 2 more in the main. It's not joined with anything, though. I don't like this maneuver. Unless you think your opponent's coming across the map to counterattack you, I think this is a really bad move. He gets 1 SCV and a little bit of mining time. How is he ever going to defend a push? When push comes to shove, look at this. There's a tank out, a Cyclone, a pack of Marines, a Raven. I mean, I feel like Dream is just going to have more units than him in a little while. He's forced to build Banshees just to add a bit more damage to his army. Byun is, of course, going to do a little bit of a 2-1-1 follow-up. He starts Snim, lots more Marine production. And he might swap that starport onto this reactor if he really wants to get a move on with the medevacs. Otherwise, he'll just build 1 Banshee, swap this off, build its own reactor, and start looking for that Marine-focused play. Now, 2-1-1 has actually come back in a big way in Korean TvT. And it's obviously not as straightforward as a standard Terran versus Erg. If I just make reactor, Marines, and make 2 medevacs. Well, obviously, you've got to open with Reapers and Cyclones, or Reapers and Hellions first, before going into it. But it comes very smoothly off something like a 2-Rax Reaper, because, well, guess what? You've already got the second barracks, so why not? And you see there, the starport swaps off. He's building the barracks here. So something, ooh, great ambush. Good damage on that. But he's got to not lose these units to the enemy Cyclone. Dream's hungry. The Marines do trap him. Oh, Byun actually stays down here. Very interesting. Byun wants to kind of flank this army, be ready to threaten it from behind. Banshee's going to fly into the main base. Byun is going to stop that depot just before it finishes. Dream's not supply block, so it's okay. 2 tanks. Oh, they get a big volley off. The Ravens could have interference matrix that, but after getting a volley off for free, that's very good. The Banshee will go down there, but a few SCVs and an auto turret. The Cyclone is going to run in as well. I mean, SCVs can kill that, but they're going to take a lot of losses, dude. Oh, especially if he micros it. Wow, Byun getting so many SCVs. Dream is reeling right now. Looks like he's killed something at the front. Still no tanks falling on either side just yet. 3 Ravens versus none. And that, they have not spent their energy. That is what you have to keep your eyes on. Massive economy advantage, good momentum advantage for Byun. He's up only a few Marines right now, though. He's got Stim, but his 1-1 and shields aren't finished. Once all those upgrades are done, give him another minute or two for his economy to work, and he will get ahead. Right now, he's using these Marines to make sure he's not getting sieged on, because Dream has not only the air advantage, he has the interference matrix advantage. Byun on siege, on siege, on siege! He gets the on siege, which means he can pull back. He's going to try... No! He runs his tanks forward? Oh, because he's pulling the SCVs and stimming on it. And you know what, guys? All that energy gets used on the tanks, but the Stim Marines, they actually punch big there. 5 more SCVs going down for Byun, but he clears out almost all the tanks and Marines. The Ravens getting out is a problem for him. They will gather energy over time. Oh, Vikings rallying over, almost looking for this medevac, sensing that this might be coming in the follow-up. It's very important for Dream, a player who has right now 2 tanks, 2 Marines, 3 Ravens, 4 Vikings, to not let himself get dropped. I mean, Byun is just got more units. He's got Stim, and remember, 1-1 and shields is about to finish. Oh, the command center barely finishing in time. That's very lucky for Dream. At least that command center is not delayed. The Vikings will clean this up. He's going to have to drop auto turrets. Oh, Byun tries to focus down a Raven. Doesn't quite manage to get it. A few SCVs go down, but Byun, yeah, he gets a decent trade. He's going to dive on the front, though. Well done. The Vikings take one for the team there. Tanks are in range of this natural. And it looks like Dream here has just been overrun by the relentless aggression of Byun. He's got 2 interference matrices available. He's going to go for it. But he's got so few units. He's got so few units. Dream has no damage output, man. The Drilly Boys, they're charging a whole bunch of psychotic dudes with cardboard cutters. Gonna go for a bit of the stabby stab. A few of them have screwdrivers. One of them has a bloody piece of wood, a plank of wood with a nail sticking out of it. It turns out the Arclight cannons and the Gauss rifles of Byun's army does manage to hold that off. Into game number 2 here, guys. We've got Byun in the top right, who's opening up with a double gas build, pops the factory down, pulls off gas. Dream is in the bottom left. Similar build order, but only 1 off each gas. Just wants a little bit more gas coming in so we can get the starport down, maybe a cyclone a little quicker. Both of them going to be going for similar to what Dream's opening was in that last game. And of course, it is a 1-0 advantage in this best of 5. Get that scoreboard updated. Uh-oh. Reaper's got the high ground advantage for Byun. Watch out, Dream. Run, 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 run. Do not stop. Do not stop. Just run. He says no. Stopping to throw the grenade was really stupid for Dream. In that situation, you have to just run. That's the best way to get out of there, in my opinion. Because Byun can always sidestep the grenade a little bit. And I feel that'll probably take him less time than you dropping it. Unless you... maybe if you perfectly place it, it's okay. Oh, Byun went straight reactor after the Reaper and is now building even more. Dream complaining a little bit about Byun's luck always being in the right position at the right time. No, I can't read it. I'm guessing. So your guess is as good as mine. Factory there with the Tech Lab starport coming down as well. As we said, the starport a little bit quicker there, about 15 seconds faster for Dream. It's the power of leaving on gas a little bit more early on in this game. Now, it's not like either side's lost anything, so very much an even game as... Ooh, Dream! We're going to see a medevac. This is because the tank, he's going to do the tank medevac play, guys. He's just waiting for 100 gas here. Immediately powers up that medevac. Very good way to play here. 3 Reapers for Byun. And he's going Cyclone. And he'll probably build a Tech Lab as well. A bit more of a standard play here for Byun. His Reapers are going to dive on in. A huge mistake from Byun to not have that Tech Lab started. Okay, he's building a medevac as well just a little bit later. All right, nice grenade to bounce back the tank and the Marines that were trying to come and defend this. Does get 5 SCVs for 3 Reapers. Almost gets a 6th one, not quite. Maybe a little over-microed there from... whoa, maybe it being a little over-microed there by Byun. As, sorry guys, got a little bit of a lag spike. So he's going to try and do a tank drop here. If you can get a tank here, you're in range of the reactor on most maps. On this spawn, I actually think you might not be in range of the reactor, but we'll see. He doesn't know about this drop coming yet, but Byun, if he can get a lock on the medevac or the tank, that's huge. Oh, he's actually just going to hit the natural. Oh, he's not going to see it till the last second. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Byun pretty quick to react, but he's going to have to just abandon ship on his natural. 3 SCVs. Very quick pull. I really like that. Impressive play. He's got to be careful, though. Don't rally any more SCVs down there, bro. Byun realizes he's got to do some damage on the counterattack. So he's going to get 3 SCVs himself, make it 4, which is equal work is done. Clicking the refinery is probably the best thing you'll get there. Oh, the Viking's actually a very useful unit, isn't it? Does chase off that medevac. And that cyclone could cause him trouble. Oh, no, no, no. Byun. Oh, the medevac gets locked there. Does manage to break the lock on. Time to leave, Byun. Time to leave. Whoa. Oh, okay. There's no way out now. I don't think there's... Yeah, he's just going to fight it. No, there's no way out. He's just got to try and take the trade. Ooh, Viking does kill the medevac. It looks like the tanks were able to inch down and clear the enemy siege tank on the low ground. At the end of all that, guys, it actually looks quite fine, right? Dream took more SCVs losses, but remember 5 of those were earlier to the Reapers. So the tail end of it looks like a pretty similar trade. Reapers try to poke up, they take a tank shot and immediately pull back. No Ravens for Byun. Byun here going to the Gumiho school of fuck Ravens. Let's play, you know, these other units that are a little bit more directly useful in the tempo game. And I think that matches his style, same way it matches Gumi's style. Cyclone will trade here and take him out. Raven there spots him. Unable to break that lock on completely. Green tank Viking coming forward. He's going to try and swap over and start building those reacted units. No 3rd CC for Byun yet. 3rd CC starts now for Dream. Dream's starting a 3rd Raven, man. He wants the value out of those units. Thank you, Hoskels, for the 14 months. Appreciate it. Banshee's going to go to the main. His army, is he going to... Oh, they're missing each other. Byun, a little out of position right now. He'll see this at least. So we're going to catch that army moving through here. Oh, he's going to jump on it. Ooh-wee. Forces the siege. Banshee goes in the main. Nice harassment. I like this just kind of cheap harassment tool. A cloakless Banshee. It's a really nice unit, actually. If there's no Cyclone at home, especially. The Ravens are heading back now. Cyclone and the Raven does come up with 6 SCVs as well as mining time. And he could have even fought there if he wanted to. Oh, look at this. He's using the Viking. He's using the Viking to inch forward. Dream doesn't have a scan available. He's going to lose 3 tanks, or 2 tanks, I should say. I think he already lost one earlier. He just lost another. That tank actually gets out of there. But dude, the way Byun's, and he's even building a Liberator. Wow. And he really wants to get aggressive with this. He wants to push him back. This is such fantastic play by Byun. Just all momentum. It's all about getting positional advantages and then utilizing that. The Raven is more of a solid one-size-fits-all style to just kind of respond to whatever happens in the game. Oh, Byun turning around there and taking a big tank volley. That was a little unnecessary, man. Loses a few units there. I think that's a much-needed victory for Dream to stabilize. 2nd and 3rd barracks adding reactors. His 3rd command center is up with an orbital. Byun way behind on all of that. So losing some units there, losing a little bit of his ability to pressure definitely hurts. Still though, 7 tanks first 3. Doesn't have the Viking advantage anymore. And he lost his own Cyclone. So Byun can't really utilize his air advantage to shove, say, the stim pack, get tank siege there. Can just kind of siege up out in the open ground and try to deny. Now, he's got the Liberator. He wanted to go in with it. Chooses not to, though, because he sees the army's a bit too close by. So Byun's going to wait for Dream to bust, and that's when the Lib will go in. Great trades. Great trades for Dream. Now, Dream might just counter-push him. Right? Oh, shit. Byun may have overstepped. Has he, though? Liberator siege is up there. Looks like another Viking just got picked off, I think. Another Liberator goes in the main as well. The one in the Natural's got 6 SCVs. The one in the main siege is up, but it's going to go down real quick as the one in the Natural goes down as well. That's 9 SCVs, only 10. I mean, it's damage. Byun's got a bigger economy. But remember, right now, that's 3 Ravens, and they are packing heat. They can interference matrix 6 siege tanks. Byun needs to leave. He needs to get home. And he needs to retake the skies. He's just lost another 2 Vikings. Dude. Oh, Byun realizes just how scary this army is. He tries to push in, and the 2 tanks are just doing so much. She's lost 5 Vikings for none. That's unforgivable. In this style, guys, it's all about keeping that advantage and not able to unsiege. And look what I talked about. He interference matrixes all 6 siege tanks. Oh, lordy. Woo. Byun's like, really? Wow. Ravens are fair, man. Dream's like, you know we're playing a mirror matchup and you can build them too, right? Byun's like, maybe I don't want it to be a stupid ass fucking Raven stalemate, you idiot. Oh my lord. All right, Vikings here. Oh, do they get the Raven? I mean, he's got nothing. Byun is dead as a doorknob, guys. For those who don't know, doorknobs are made usually out of like wood and other substances that are dead. They are not alive. Ergo, dead as a doorknob basically just means dead. Byun is dead. He's dead. Dream ties it up 1-1. All right, it's tied up 1 map each, and we're gonna go into Oxide. This is Byun. His opponent in the bottom left, it's good game gaming's dream. Yeah, SCV's bouncing around, seeing what they can do. Proxy barracks. Okay, guys, this is looking to me like it's probably gonna be a proxy reaper. It's definitely not marauder. There's no space for add-ons there. No space for add-ons at all. And Byun, gonna go for the second gas. Now, for those who don't know, recently inspired by Cure, my favorite Terran player, because I cast him so much and he's so good. I've learned so much from him. One of my favorites. He's kind of like accidentally became my favorite. It's weird. Anyways, so I always with this build order grab the SCV and I check here. So I go to there, and then I check here, and then to here, or sometimes even over there, before going back. And my Reaper checks the right side for proxies, and that would detect this. Now Byun and Dream both have not been doing that. They've only been doing the Reaper Scout, which is what most people do. And it's okay if you react perfectly. There's nothing wrong with what Byun's doing. But I'm telling you, he's going to have to react very quickly. That previous game, for anyone who's wondering and was confused, by the way, we'll talk about it more once this Reaper action settles down, but essentially, Byun was trying to get the Viking advantage and kind of pick off the Ravens from afar and just have an overwhelming tank Viking count, and also use Liberators for harassment as well. It's actually a very good way of playing TvT. If you have your Vikings far enough out front, it's hard for the Ravens to land their spells without just getting shot down before a lot of their energy is used. And it allows you to just use a tank advantage. Great pullback. Great raise on the depots. One Drilly Boy trapped outside getting drilled in the butt right now. Meanwhile, Factory does get delayed for half a second, but he's about to have another Reaper pop out. Oh, and he dodges both the grenade and only takes a single shot. Those Reapers need to leave. Oh, Byun's Reaper. Byun! Byun! Oh my god. He bounces a Reaper back to the low ground. Hellion will be out soon. He's got to kill the SCV, man. The SCV is a spotter unit. It provides high ground vision. So you want to push that SCV back so that they need to actually put the Reapers in peril. Otherwise, they don't have high ground vision. Command center is going to go down. And it's interesting. He saw Dream rotate in that angle, I thought. So I'm surprised he wasn't up there on the cliff ready to greet it. Attacking through a choke point, always risky with that Reaper grenade working the way it does. Oh. Byun does thrust in. And does he get punished? Well, it looks like Dream's the one who gets punished a little bit, but... Oh, he's actually going to... The Marine even adds a bit of DPS, actually. That's kind of cute, man. It's a real cute follow-up. He's got a Factory down behind this. The reason he's building Marines is Reapers are so gas expensive. So he wants to kind of get the transition on. That's meant to be a mule, guys. He tried to just mule that mineral patch and misclicked it. I think he might have even clicked it there. So that's a problem. That's a 225 minerals he just lost for no good reason. Starport's there, barracks floating home. Command center's on location. It's obviously much faster for Byun, so it feels like Byun's defended just fine, is in a good spot. His Cyclone and Marines can pick off that barracks, while the other one does float home. Yeah, I mean, this feels good for Byun for sure.
Thanks for the Bezos
I think
box.
overall, a pretty clean trade. I think if he didn't drop that mule, he'd be in an amazing position. This was a big commitment from Dream. Thank you, no limitation. Welcome to the pigsty, mate. Early game TvT is probably one of the scariest parts of the matchup, and it's something where you really do, if you want to punch above your weight, you want to be very comfortable with your early game build order and have practiced it in many different situations, or it's so easy to just choke up in these micro scenarios and fall apart and have everything just unravel on you so quickly. Now, he actually didn't lose his barracks, which is cool, so he's going to keep that one alive for later. Tank there about to pop. First Raven on the way. And once again, guys, it's a medevac for Byun. Is he going to go do a drop? What's the medevac for, man? Oh, it's a double cyclone drop. Hi-oh. Very flexible drop. Very cute. Very expensive. If you lose that, it's a nightmare. It's real bad. And he's actually going to build Ravens this game as Byun, but it looks like harassment Ravens just with where that starport rally was. Oh, no. He's just rallied it to the cliff, actually. Cyclone there. He could boost in and drop on it, but he's going to have to get out of there really quickly with the medevac, because that Cyclone right on the edge, it'll lock on so fast. Hellions run in. They don't quite manage to kill anything. Uh-oh. That's a one-way trip, fam. Oh, the auto turret. Dude, well executed. Oh, Dream's trying to depot block him. He can't get it. The quick wall fails. The quick wall fails. Oh. Didn't realize Dream was an Age of Empires player in his time off, but apparently he is. Ooh, gets one more SCV. Byun getting a Cyclone and 2 SCVs for 2 Cyclones and a medevac. It's a bad trade. Just good defensive stance from Dream, and that's just an expensive drop. I don't really ever like the double Cyclone drop. I think you're much better off unloading Marines in the main while Cyclones try to you scan the front and see if you can just pick off some units. Cyclones are such a good flexible map control unit, which is why I really like them. Now, the Raven's going to try and auto-turret the back of the main while some Marine tank pushes out. He's got a 3rd CC on location. 2nd and 3rd barracks beginning now. 2nd and 3rd barracks. Well, guess what? There was 2 barracks from the early game. The 3rd barracks as well is almost done. Double engineering bay. I mean, Dream's actually getting back into a very nice position now. Does delay those engineering bays and pick up a few SCVs. Good fight here for Byun. Ooh-wee. Can he get a tank? If he gets a tank, that's great. He gets 1. Auto turret does save the day a little bit. Remember, there's been a bit more energy used for Dream this game, so he doesn't have all that Raven energy banking up like normal. So it's kind of acceptable that Byun here is being the super aggressive, spamming down the auto turret harass player that he is. I would have liked that auto turret over on the right side, personally. Look at this fight, guys. They're both just
is under attack.
A bit of a Mexican standoff. 3rd command center is there as well. Second, he's got a barracks landing on the tech lab. Going 2 tech labs. That's interesting. So he might make stim and shields at the same time. Oh, he goes for the auto turret. He wants to get that tank so bad. He does. He gets it. So Byun has now killed 2 tanks, and I think that puts him back well in the driver's seat, especially when you take into account. Look at that. 3rd command center immediately dropping mules there, making an orbital. His double upgrades have not started yet, but remember, he did enough damage to Dream. That Dream only just queued up his +1 armor as well. So they're effectively tied in the upgrades. There's 1 more tank for Byun. Now there is 1 more Raven for Dream. And the longer that gathers energy, the better value it'll be for him. Byun's Ravens, remember, he doesn't like doing the slow positional Raven tank Viking battle. Byun likes Marines, and he likes movement, and he likes attacking. So even when he's using Ravens, he uses them as a harassment unit that can recycle its energy time and again. Oh, tank out in the open. Byun, remember, his rallies have been a little sloppy in that last game. Whoa! Big tank shells. Oh, I mean, the interference matrix comes down, but I think a little too late because he gets the unsiege. Byun is so good at doing that. If you unsiege, it allows you to run away, wait for the matrix to wear off, and then he turns and fights. Only 1 auto turret, though. I think he's still too outnumbered. Oh, the Vikings. That Raven pullback, though. Dream saves his red hit point Raven. If these Vikings take part in this, especially if he sieges this tank. Siege your tank, Byun. Oh, look at that. The Vikings, 1 of them goes down. But this is a great fight for Byun. A massive overextension for Dream. But you know what? It's not. It should have been, but it's not. All 3 Ravens, all 3 tanks survive. Dude. Red hit point Raven already getting touched up. This here is the goddamn pit stop. He's just going to sidle in there, repair all the tanks and Ravens. He keeps them all alive. That was really well done. And Byun did lose a tank and a Viking. So not too bad, not too bad. Overall, still pretty close in this game. Byun has a great economy and he even builds a 4th on location. Byun's like, I have map control, I have momentum. I will use that to get more momentum, more economy to get further and further ahead. I will make Daddy Artosis proud. The tank gets 2 shots off from the high ground. The Marines finish that one off. Tank sieging on both sides. Auto turrets going down. The Ravens of Byun go down. The Stim Marines are going to kill quite a few SCVs, but the auto turret spam out of Dream will allow him to maybe break through. I really thought with those auto turrets and the SCV pull he could do it. But Byun, oh my god, these tanks! 4 hit points, 19 hit points, and that big boy on the right-hand side, Dream, has got to be fuming at those tanks just barely surviving in that engagement. More Marines coming on in here. He's just going to go right for it. Goodbye, Siege Tank. Siege Tank going down. He can pull back, kite into his tanks, cover them from the SCVs and Marines, and Byun, relentless, non-stop aggression, start to finish, takes the 2-1 advantage. He only needs 1 more to close it. All right. This could be it. If he can get 1 more game, it's Rebellion, Shopify Rebellion's Byun. Big map though, big defensive map. I think that's going to favor this guy who plays a bit more of a normal style. This is Good Game Gaming's Dream. That being said, good drop paths on this map. So as hard as it is to break in the front with Marines, if you can get some momentum going, dropping around the back, you can not only drop here, you can drop here, or you can go right along this area and duck straight into the main. You can kind of do the same thing on the bottom. You can drop right in and hit that 3rd mineral line from above, or you can come anywhere in on this bottom edge into the main. So definitely options for Byun as time goes on. We'll see if he does try to opt for another one of these 2-on-1 style plays. It's Proxy Marauder. Or Proxy, I mean, it's Proxy Racks, but usually it's Marauder, right? You build Marauders out of this. So you go Reaper there, and then Marine at home, and then Marauder, I think? I don't actually know. We'll find out, guys. This is going to be, he's trying to make it look like a normal build, but he's going to be very aggressive and look for, if not a finish, at least a nice tempo advantage, which is kind of what he's been looking for in a lot of these games. Byun really outpositioned Dream at the end of that last game. Getting that angle and killing 1 tank before Dream could even get up there and siege was such a good start to that fight. I think Dream was already a little behind, but if he could have just got his tanks in position, that would have been great. That's the scenario. Byun just denies you map vision and knowledge of where his army is, and then he keeps looking for the angle, and he's very patient with it. Now, SCV comes in, and he's like, wait, where's your factory? So Dream here, he's going to sacrifice this SCV, but he knows. He's like, hey, buddy, where's your factory? Where's your command center? Byun's like, go F yourself. He's like, all right, yeah, you know what I'm up to. The Reaper will pick off the SCV. Drilly Boy Bob, though, has achieved his mission. Reaper comes forward, immediately finds the other barracks. Dream's like, dude, I wasn't born yesterday. I play TvT. I know what this means. Now, to be fair, guys, leaving an SCV at that time, scouting that much is very rare. But it was good instincts from him. 2 versus 1, though. Oh, dude, Dream messed up. Now, he does get the counter trade. Getting the trade not too bad. Command center on the way now. Hellions and Marines on the way as well. Factory Reapers. So we've got the barracks here. Barracks is going to fly forward. He's going to use that to spot. See what's up. Reaper's going to see if they can find a pick-off, see if they, catch a Reaper or a Hellion, bounce a grenade on him as he runs down the ramp, that sort of thing. Command center does go down behind it. It is, of course, hey, you got an SCV kill. You also scared him into putting his command center on the high ground. With this map control, your command center goes up on location, even though it's a few seconds behind. And in terms of starport timing, it shouldn't be too far behind, right? Because he's started his Cyclone, so Byun will start his own starport in just a second. Oh, he's going to go 2-1-1, guys. I told you guys. He's actually going to go 2-1-1. And in this case, it's 2-1-1. It's actually 3-1-1 because he's decided to use this barracks to scout. So he's going to do 2 Cyclones into a double Marine drop. I've been talking a lot about how I love this opening. I saw Gumiho do it a few times. And since then, I've seen Byun and Kua both do it. It's a very good build. I think we all want Dream to win this map simply because we want to see another game after this. I'm kind of cheering for Byun, but because Dream's playing the very standard kind of macro, same thing every style Just like really solid defensive TvT, which I find very hard to play. Whereas Byun style resonates with me a little more. Let's take out that barracks. So he's gonna, yeah. Starport's building. He'll swap that on this reactor. 2 medevacs at a time. Stim and Marines, of course. It's not going to be that. It's going to be a while till he gets 16 Marines ready for those medevacs, but definitely the Marine style very interesting. Now, a lot of people say, hey, what's good? Marines, tanks, like what unit's better? Which style's best? What's good? The more important thing in StarCraft than knowing what's good and what's bad is the strengths and weaknesses of different styles. Now, either way, they're both playing bio, but Dream is focusing really heavily on tech unit production. Lots of tanks, lots of Ravens. Units that are very valuable over time in the right positions. Byun is focusing on units that are very weak in the early game, but as he gets upgrades and medevacs, so Stim, combat shields, +1 attack, medevacs to heal them and boost them around, they just are the best value unit in the game, the Marine. As they get upgrades, like if they can, obviously they're small, they're fragile, they run into a choke point and get blasted by area effect damage, they die. You give them medevacs to bypass that though. So Byun is going to be much better at engaging. If he catches, say, the tanks of Dream unsieged, he can just stim on it and blast the army out. Kill the Ravens, kill the tanks so quickly, right? But, oh, he's got to pull back. That's the second time in this series he's tried to break Cyclone lock on, and he's been really greedy with how quick he turns around, thinking he's ducked out of vision, and he hasn't, losing units unnecessarily. So there we go, guys. Double medevac drop. Unfortunately for him, I think the Raven spots this. Oh, actually, I think the Raven, maybe no. Looks like it's on a different trajectory, guys. Raven's going to go forward a little bit too early. And you can see there, misses it just by about 5 seconds. So the Reapers are going to try and clear the path here. Make sure there's no spotting units. He's going to boost in the main. Now, there is a tank siege there. If he boosts right on top and unloads on it, he can kill it, do tons of damage. Problem. Big problem. He's about to get auto turret savaged at home. And he doesn't have that info in the main. So there's a good chance he's a little afraid of doing that. Ooh, SCVs react, so he doesn't even drop the auto turret. He just says, hey, you wasted your mining time for no reason. Get wrecked. Marines unloading at the front right now. Look at this tank spread. Beautiful tank spread from Dream, who knows he's playing. Oh, he scanned earlier. Oh, I didn't even realize he scanned, guys. Dream scanned, so he knows it's a Turak style. That's why he's so defensive. Cyclone, Viking, Marines, and all 3 tanks overlapping. Beautiful setup. This is how you defend a 2-on-1. Ideally, you would not be scouted when you're playing this style as Byun. So he's now got to take his 3rd command center, add a 3rd barracks, and kind of play it a little bit slower. We actually saw him play this against Cure last week, and even though Cure defended really well at every turn, there's still a lot of opportunities for damage. Raven goes down, but it gets 6 SCVs. Whoo! The Raven comes in, double auto turret drop, but Stim Marines. He stims, he only loses 1 or 2 Marines for all of that energy. Nicely done. And remember, guys, when this floats down, if he's a little... Uh-oh, he's unsieged all of his tanks. He might get stimmed on. How quick does Dream react here? Oh, watch out! Ah, good quick siege. So we're going to deny the command center just for a few extra seconds. Byun's just being annoying, making him work for it. Takes 2 tank shots for it, though. Oof. They paid their lives to deny that command center an extra 5 seconds. Third command center on location. Once again, Byun. He says, look, is my style a little bit worse unless I find the right engagement? Yeah. But I get map control. You have to be very cautious to counter it. So I can take my base on location. Holy crap. Thank you, No Limitation, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much for your generosity. Going to give you a bacon slap and a big old shout out in just a moment. Vikings in the natural. A lovely land. Can he bust this position, though? Oh, Byun's just going for it. He's a little clump, though. Can he do it? He's got 2 tanks. He's going to get rid of 1 tank, 2 tanks. Will he get the 3rd? He does get rid of that 3rd siege tank, and he's got tanks in range. He's going to try and shift his siege tanks forward, guys. Tanks of Dream are there as well, keeping him back at least for a little bit. Dream, though, taking some big volleys, and those Vikings only now getting cleaned up. 11 SCVs have gone down. Look at that. He picks up and drops in the main. Oh, missile turret there, and the Vikings as well. Uh-oh. He does manage to unload, though. He loses 1 medevac to the Vikings. But look at that. The tanks are still here. Got to keep scanning. Does Byun if he wants to keep sieging that base. He's going to try and pull out. Vikings going to punish the medevacs. The Marines, though, almost get a Viking. Not quite. Byun's going to hang around. This is a very risky endeavor. At this point, I think it's more advisable to move back, but he's just looking to make things as uncomfortable for Dream as possible. If Dream gets that 1 shot off, it would be big, but he doesn't quite get it. The tanks finish it. Another SCV, another refinery forced to cancel. 4th command center is on the way, but look at that. He's trying to do more Marine drops on it. More units are here. Byun is keeping him from growing his economy, keeping him from adding the gas, which is so important when you're playing tanks, Liberators, Vikings. Even though Dream's also adding his own Marines, he's going to be way behind on that Marine count because he is prioritizing all of those gases, those high-tech units. Byun hasn't even taken gases on his third base because he doesn't need it just yet. There's only one tank here. Byun's like, hey, one tank can't defend this, you silly Billy. You were worried about me picking up in the main or going elsewhere. I can just overwhelm. Oh my god. Let's see, where were the tanks in that last minute and a half, guys? Obviously, he lost some, and he was a bit behind on it, but you can see he actually wasn't building tanks during this, which is a huge mistake in the chaos. Look at Dream's production tab, guys. He's just not building tanks, and that's his most important unit. In this sort of game, when you're behind like this and pinned back, keep the Viking advantage. Don't stop building tanks. It is the most important thing to do. And he was so focused on trying to break out. He was like, yeah, I think I'll be okay. So he loses another tank there. He's building a 4th command center. So he was kind of assuming Byun would do what I said I would do if I was in Byun's shoes. Pull back, save the tanks, repair them, look for another angle a bit later. So Dream was already thinking about, okay, I took some damage. I'll build a 4th command center to try and recover. He finally starts a tank, but he's only got 1 tank versus 6. And Byun's like, wait a second. I can actually just, I can shove forward. And he realizes, like, I can take 2 tank shots, and then my 3 tanks will kill your tank. Easy peasy, mushroom squeezy. Byun with the 3-1, and he's your goddamn champion. GG.